How we doing today, boys? Today, we're gonna talk about the new Kingsman situation. This man cannot get a break. So, let's get into it.
Kingsman got himself into more drama as he just dropped a video on his channel titled My Last Time Addressing This, where he defended himself against claims Marvel Rivals content creator Picknroll and Mikesaboveu made against him, with both of these guys making absolutely insane claims. Picknroll tried to say $3,000 isn't a lot of money, whilst Mike, he literally stabbed Kingsman in the back. It seems like this drama is never ending and more fuel keeps on getting added to the
I'm not gonna lie, this man cannot get a break for once. He's gotten into he's this whole drama, he's gotten into so much beef for no reason. And he doesn't even deserve it at all. All he said was Zaza. I think since you're going 0 and 5 on your character, all I feel like you should do is switch. That's basically all he said. There was no problem. Like,
fire. So let's get into it. So yeah, as I just said in the intro, last night Kingsman uploaded a video to his YouTube channel where he addressed a lot of things surrounding the original drama with Cece, Cece and Zazastacks, whilst also complaining that a lot of people are milking the situation. Hey yo, Kingsman chill, I'm just trying to feed my kids and pay my rent.
Hate farming, misinformation, and content, all three of which are key components that come after a drama, and I believe it's extremely important to address them following any given situation. Ever since the whole drama happened in the first place, people have been talking about the situation for content, which is totally fine. The way people do it is mostly okay. However, there are some people in particular who use this as an excuse to either A, bully/hate on me, or B, others related to the situation. And of course, after calling it out on stream, all of the comments that were related to the situation were immediately deleted, despite them being hearted and even pinned on the YouTube video. Regardless of that, the damage is still done, and throughout every single community, it spews up random bullshit messages like this and results in me having a bad image in these people's minds, regardless of what I did or didn't do.
So here, Kingsman is just trying to defend himself because even though 90% of the internet was on his side, there was still a small army of fans.
think about it. She was having fun, then got canceled for being a fool. When everyone has done more malicious and vile things, this proves if you're hating, that makes you an incel. If Kingsman needed the money, he can get a job and quit gaming. CC did know devoted to CC. I'm gonna say this once, and I'm gonna say this all. Get her cock out of your mouth. Get it out. Get it out of your mouth. Now, don't get me wrong, right? Lucy did work, did Kingsman the worst out of the three, right? I get it. The way that Cece handled it as a captain was wrong. That got the man kicked out. You agree that, oh, he's being rude, he's being disrespectful, he's hurting all the terms of services. You literally talked to Basm saying that, oh, let's go with this. I feel like it's the best for the team. You literally said that. And as for a captain, that's wrong. Like, I get it. Kingsman's not saying these things the right way. But if your teammate is going 0 and 5, we're not siding with the 0 and 5. If the roles were reversed and it was three and it was a 0 and 5, 0 and 5 male, 0 and 5 male content creator, and it was female, and it was just three of his homeboys like, oh, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Then he would be like, if the roles were reversed, then it would have been no problem. I hate that. Like, it's just so, like, one-sided.
Trying to defend all of the girls. More specifically, this tweet by Raven on Twitter, who made fun of Kingsman for calling the #1 DPS in the world Lost, where he obviously wasn't being serious and it was just some friendly toxic banter. Yeah, I can't lie, you're regarded this is a normal convo between two people who are good at the game. But as the community note says, OP follows Cece, the main toxic contributor to the drama, and is in hands with her on spreading misinformation about Kingsman.
And then also with Cece, right? Um, isn't she a racist? Like, what were those screenshots? Are you ever going to talk about those? You're talking so much smack on Kingsman, but you have your own little list of things that you're known by. You're known as possibly a racist. You never cleared that up. It's screenshots. Screenshots of you saying, "Oh, I hate this race," and all this and that. Like, instead of talking trash to Kingsman at this point, I think she probably stopped at this point because she's moved on from the situation, which I think everybody should. Instead of worrying about Kingsman so much, worry about all the slanders you have. Worry about that. Or you're just not gonna take it seriously. Because that's how you taken everything so far. That's my point.
Kingsman. So as you can see, even though at this point the situation was pretty much dead, a lot of
Yeah,
Cece's
exactly.
friends and fans still want to put dirt on Kingsman's name, simply because he was in the right all along. And long story short, Kingsman doesn't want that, which is why he's making this video. Now shortly after this is when Kingsman would introduce us to Picknroll.
What's that? Oh no. Look at this right here. Kingsman 265 is lying to you. Yep, he's one of those type of people. Trying to make people laugh and spread positivity through my gaming videos. Well, that's a lie.
He's a Marvel Rivals content creator who actually didn't side with Kingsman and thought he was in the wrong this entire time. And if we actually see what Picknroll said, it's like he's purposely spreading misinformation.
For context, I've played against and with Picknroll. I've lost to him, and beat him multiple times in a row. However, it's not until after this situation that all of a sudden a mini-series is created on me versus him, which, regardless of the intention, creates its own set of problems with harassment in both parties. And I think this comment sums it up pretty perfectly right here, with an artificially created best of 3, and on top of that, even going to a 4th game, which is totally fine. However, it leads to constant rage baiting and misinformation being said from one chat to another, leading to me calling Quad Picknroll's PR agent. Let me see what Quad wants you to see, bro. I know, he's gotta be like Pick's PR agent, dude. Such rage bait, it's fucking insane. And to be honest, I completely agree with that statement. The constant rage bait from chat, and because within hours of me losing a game to Picknroll, it is immediately brought into the spotlight, put on his channel. However, if the exact opposite happens, not only is it completely swept under the rug while he's there in Picknroll's chat, so I know he's watching the stream, and the subject is being entirely changed. Either way, I want to give a quick example of how misinformation can be spread so fast, especially when you're a streamer, and why it's so important before making any official statements online that you have your proper facts correct. And surprisingly enough, what I'm about to show is actually the originator of why I even created the YouTube video in the first place, to defend against baseless stuff like this. I will not be posting this on any other platform as I don't want to spread this further, but I still do want to say my piece. So here is a small segment from Picknroll's initial reaction to me getting kicked out of the tournament. Listen guys, it's important to have this stuff down pat before the tournament. We need to know our solid composition. What do we do?
Our solid composition is her on the freaking Black Widow. Then
Bro, if that is your win con, we will automatically lose. You cannot have that as a win condition.
You're the worst. Okay, so hold on, pause.
I'm telling the truth.
Pause right there. From a fucking content tournament standpoint, he legitimately just called her ass, bro. Because you guys have to realize this tournament is content first, competitive second, right?
So
Let me say this right here. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my entire life. You gotta understand it from this. If it is money on the line and it's a gaming tournament, you want to make sure you and your team perform the best of their abilities to win that cash prize, no matter how big or how small the cash prize is. Like, why does it always have to be about the content? Why can it not be about winning? Why does it have to be about the content? Why can't it just be about winning? Why can't it just be, oh, I want my team to win? This is basically all Kingsman said. Oh, even though that he said it wrongly, he was just trying to say, oh, I feel like your widow, since she's going 0 and 5, right? I get it. Your widow is going 0 and 5. Okay, I feel like you swap the triple support. I feel like, oh, we can. Do you want to swap to a different DPS for more burst damage or more whatever? That's all he basically said. I don't get it. Why does it always have to be about the content? Why? Why does it have to be just specifically about the content? I get it. Content, you're getting your views, you're getting your money, you're getting all that. Why not make more? You could do both things and equally get as much money, or possibly even more.
Firstly, it seems like this quad guy on TikTok made a series of Kingsman versus Pick and Roll, and Kingsman wasn't happy about that as this series was only created after the whole tournament drama, where everyone is trying to milk his name for clout. Kingsman even calls this quad guy Pick and Roll's PR agent because of how much publicity he's trying to bring to Pick and Roll's name.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Look,
Pick and Roll's PR agent.
Lady Core, rank 1 CC defender. Having this on your Discord as your Discord name is crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy glaze. You're glazing with no benefits. You're glazing just a glaze. Like, Claude, you are glazing someone to the point of no return. Like, that's like literally being an ass eater before he can hit. Like, that's disgusting. Lady Quad. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this again. The beef is already over. Get her penis out of your mouth. And let's see this nigga too.
Everyone is trying to milk his name for clout. Kingsman
Yeah.
even calls this quad guy Pick and Roll's PR agent because of how much publicity he's trying to bring to Pick and Roll's name. Literally, as soon as they played each other, Kingsman lost, and hours later, Quad is posting TikToks about it. This guy has to be on some sort of payroll. And then Kingsman would actually
Must be some crazy payroll just for hating.
play us clips of Pick and Roll reacting to the whole drama, and we can tell right from the start this Pick and Roll guy is a bit clueless. He tries to say that the whole tournament is content first, competitive second, but like bro, there is $40,000 on the line. The second you attach that kind of money to something, it stops being a fun little tournament and something.
Like, let's say, for example, right? I don't know how they would handle this, right? Let's say it was 120 grand. 120 grand. And since it's 6 people, right? We could do each person probably gets like a small bit of that 120. Okay, sure. Then what? He wouldn't have said anything? Don't get me wrong. Even though, right? Even though that it wasn't, well, it's money is still money, no matter how big or small that money is. It's still money, really.
People seriously want to win. Like, it's 2025, man, we're in hard times. And Picknroll would try to say, from a competitive standpoint, he legitimately just called her ass, after he said that if Zaza continues to play Black Widow, they will automatically lose. And like, yes bro, that is the point.
Like, that's sad. All he said was, your widow, your widow is not producing the kills we need, producing any kills, just dying repeatedly. Then you're leaving us in situations where we're in a 5v6. That's all he said. Telling you, like,
Going 0-5 as Widow with 200 ping. Please stop.
and also, I know soon as she got caught out, she was fake crying. I know she was. That's why she got her boyfriend to do that fake document. She got her boyfriend to do a fake document to get this nigga out the tournament. All because your feelings got hurt and you have like trash Wi-Fi. Oh, my feelings got hurt. I know, babe, babe, come in, come in. This guy Kingsman, you know, this bitch. I, he's harassing me and hurting my feelings, and I know I'm going 0-5 and I'm underperforming, but I need you to make a fake document and make fake claims on his name so he can get out of the tournament. I'm so sick of oh, thank you, babe. I love you. Like, I know that's what she did, bro. I know that's what she did.
Up and change character. Like, I cannot fathom how people are still trying to defend these girls. Because Kingsman, he didn't call her ass like Picknroll just tried to say. He spoke to her like a normal human being and asked her to get off Black Widow, just like any other rational human being.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her bar. Look. You're 1-1. Yo. Bro, this is how I know if your Wi-Fi is bad, bro. You got that one bar. When you at that one bar, you can't play the game. You can't. You're just gonna be lagging. Not to mention, I know that because sometimes, right? My Wi-Fi be doing that. Everybody once in a while has had a moment where they've lagged. It, it's everybody. Every gamer has had rage-inducing problems with their Wi-Fi. So where it's a one bar, if it's a one bar, you just don't.
Would when there is so much money on the line. But instead of replying normally, she would simply say, I don't wanna, like some 3-year-old toddler throwing.
I don't want to swap up a widow because I have a Lord icon on her, and I know I play her very professionally and ranked. So, no, bitch, I will not swap off a widow. How about you shut up and play your fucking game?
Their toys out the pram. She was legitimately throwing. Like, this Picknroll dude genuinely thinks Vibes will win you a $40,000 tournament.
You're
Vibes. Not only, right? Not only do you make actual good widow players, right? She's a decent widow player, though. Not gonna lie. But you've made widow players in general look terrible, bro. Like, widow being a throw pick is now even worse in season 6 because of this. Widow picks are just known as throws. Look at her pick.
Competitive for the sake of content, all right? You cannot tell Zaza that she can not play her main content character because it will sabotage the competitive aspect.
Look at her pick and look at everybody else's pick. Look at her pick and look at everybody else's pick. She's at 173 to 200, possibly even 200 plus ping. Of course that's gonna sell. When you lag, you're guaranteed to underperform because of your lag.
Now here's the thing, right? Kingsman values competitive over content, but that's not how this tournament is.
I'm guaranteeing you, if he was in one of these tournaments and Kingsman said something, he would guarantee make a video talking shit about Kingsman. This is the type of nigga that would say, "Where my hug at?" This is the type of nigga like he will say, "Come here, where my hug at? Come on, come over, where my hug at?" Like he's dick riding for no reason. Him and his PR manager Quad. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. I don't want to get this channel. I don't want to get this channel banned. So I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. But what I will say is, get their penises out of your mouth.
It's not his fucking tourney. He cannot decide who runs what, bro.
No shit. You didn't make the tournament. Your point right there literally made no sense. He knows that that's not his tournament. No shit. Like, come on. At least if you're gonna try to make a point, at least make your point make sense. At least have some evidence to back up your claim. Otherwise, it just makes you look stupid.
He needs to get that through his head. Doesn't matter what rank you are, doesn't matter what accolades you have, doesn't matter what tournaments you've won in the past. That does not fucking matter, bro. That right there, literally 2 seconds. This is my first time seeing this clip. He just called her ass. He said,
He just called her ass. But she's going 0-5 on 200 ping as one of the worst characters in the game. And not to mention, right, that character ever since release, I don't know. I don't really know all the Marvel Rivals lore since season 1. I've played season 5.5 through season 6. So I don't really know too much. But widows were known as throw picks.
if you run your content character for the sake of content, like we're gonna lose, which means
Yes, and he was right. You wanna know how he was right? As soon as he got kicked off the team, they've lost almost every single match besides one. They won one match. They've won one match out of 7. It was known as the worst team in that competition.
he does not want her farming content in a content tourney. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, dude, I don't know what kind of content you're farming getting 0 kills. Like, I don't even know what he's trying to say here.
Exactly.
You're not letting her farm content in a content tournament. More like, he doesn't want to lose $3,000 because a player on his team is trolling for no reason. And as this guy said in the comments, it stopped being a content tourney the moment a cash prize was introduced. The fact that this is even contested shocks me.
And the thing is, right, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it. I think it should have just been a normal tournament instead of just being a tournament with cash prize. Like cash tournament prize. So like the moment that was introduced, everything went to hell. And it proved it. This man is still getting hate. This man is still getting hate messages, probably, and still betrayal. Lucy, Lucy was chill with Kingsman. She was chill with him. And then after the tournament, she just stopped hanging out with the nigga. He literally did nothing wrong. What did he do wrong? What did he do? Nothing. He did nothing wrong. Shouldn't he have said it better? Yes. Did he do anything wrong? No. Not get like, do you not know how mad I would be if I was Kingsman in this situation? Not knowing that not knowing that there's a nigga who will never stay off my dick. And on top of that, I only get 3K in skins. Oh, I'm fuming. I would be so mad knowing that without me on on that team, without me on my team, the team sucked. Like I'd be so mad just to get 3K in skins. 3,000 for skins. I would be so mad.
Like, if you wanted this to be a fun content creator tournament, there should have been no prize pool, or you should have made it like a charity tournament or something.
What he needs to distinguish is that there's a difference between, if you don't look at that from a strictly competitive standpoint, there is nothing wrong with that. Like, legit.
He's known as a competitive gamer. You wanna know why he's a competitive gamer? You wanna know how? This nigga has reached top 500 not only on his main account, but top 500 on each different role. He's a competitive gamer. Do you not know how long that would take for somebody to reach top 500? Depending on how your games go and the way that people are in this game, that could have took 10 plus hours. You don't even know how long it would take him to get to top 500 on 3 different roles. 3 separate roles. DPS being probably the easiest. And I'm guessing the harder one would be, depending on how it is sport. I don't get this guy. I've never heard of this guy before in my life. That's all I'm gonna say.
Legitimately, you have a widow on your team. You low-key just have to you have to play that, bro. Like,
I get what he's saying, but like, if my teammate is going negative, I don't care what the situation is. Like I need you to swap. I don't care what situation. I don't care. Oh, you just had to deal with it. He probably said, "Could you?" He didn't really. He could have said it better, but all he said was swap. You're negative. You have no kills as a DPS. That's like play. That's like playing Call of Duty. That's like playing Call of Duty just for the vibes and getting 0 and 20. Like you need to just stop playing the game.
that's your teammate, bro. If you try to play around it, which they did, mind you, they found a perfect combo with Dark Child Projectile and Zaza's ultimate that
I think he's gonna talk about that later, yeah, I think so.
Literally burst through support alts, but I don't know, for some reason he's like scared of running Zaza and like
Buddy, buddy, let's have a talk. You were talking about one game that still led to them losing. They lost 7 games and won one. I don't know, like you're getting passed around the whole team. You're getting passed around. You're getting tossed and turned, getting into different positions. That's how bad you're just dicky. Like him and Quad, even though that I don't have nothing against anybody. I don't. My opinions are always gonna stay my opinions, of course, but you gotta understand when you're just digging it a little too much. Like him and Quad are digging him for no reason and getting no benefits. They do not know you. They don't know you that much. They don't know you. They don't. I'm guarantee you.
an actual game, right?
I guarantee you. They said, "Oh, I guarantee you." If somebody said, "Oh, did you see that post that pick and roll guy did to support y'all? Who the fuck is that?"
Whatever the fuck her performance in scrims is, by the way, chat, doesn't even fucking matter because scrims are for practice. They're exactly that. Like it's literally to get you better at for the real tournament. So you can't look at a bad performance in scrims and be like, look, this is how the tournament's gonna go.
And he predicted it. That's how the tournament went. 1 for 7. I mean, like 7 out of their 8 games they lost that game. Not to mention, he was hard carrying. No, not gonna lie, he carried them.
That's just not what a scrim is, bro.
Wait,
Bucky is so simple though. That's the thing. It takes 5 seconds to learn.
And then he's being patronizing.
Widow is
See, he only said 2 words. He's digging for no benefit. He's not. They are not gonna let you hit, little bro. They not gonna let you hit. All 3 of them rejecting you. They not letting you hit. They not. You hard simping for no reward. You're simping and you're dicking at the same time for no benefit. Oh, he's being patronized. I'm telling you, he's one of those type of niggas, right? Where he can have a girl best friend, and a girl best friend's talking about her situation with her boyfriend. He's one of those niggas like, oh, he did that to you. What a manipulative bastard he is, right? Don't worry, I'll come for you and all that. He's one of those type of niggas, bro. He's one of those type of niggas. I I I I'm not gonna say I hate. I'm gonna say I don't like people who only look at one person's side and think that they're all right. They're always right. Like I don't like that. I like people who can see it from 2 different perspectives of how it looks at one side and how it looks at the other side. I like people who have like who can understand the 2 different points of views and understand how it's beneficial or how it's not beneficial from 2 different standpoints. Not just, oh, he's being patronizing. Oh, he's being manipulative. Oh, oh, he's being rude. He's being disrespectful. The reason why he's kind of acting like that is because his teammate is not performing up to standard. Everybody on that team had kills besides. Even so, even so, even support had more kills than her. How is that possible? How? You wanna know why? Get a better fucking router next time.
Think,
Because I'm
bruh,
not
like,
swapping over Black Widow.
Okay, then we lost the tournament.
You don't
GG, go next.
understand that.
That's literally how it works.
yeah, like this is fucked up, bro.
Oh my god, I just got hate
This is fucked up. I mean, bro,
Winner one, winner one.
he's not even like having a conversation about it, bro. He's just straight up demanding. I just don't. I think
Did he say anything demanding? Did he say, I need you to swap to somebody right now? He didn't say anything demanding. He just said, I think it would be best if you swap. What's so demanding? You're simping for no rewards. You're getting no likes on your story. You're not getting on that game. Like those three women do not know you. You're on your hands and knees praying for attention from one of these women who don't know you. You're eating for no reward. You're not getting anything out of it, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
that's where, like, from a Basm perspective, I can understand why. Like,
I have no disrespect to the player, though, guys. Like, that's all I'm saying. Don't send any hate to the player. It's just the ping. That's literally it. That's the only.
See? He even said on draft day, there is nothing wrong with the person. There was nothing wrong with the person. He just said the ping was an issue. That's he didn't even say nothing. He just said on draft day, it's just the ping that's an issue.
Thing I have an issue with. Hopefully she can come to the VC and I could just tell her that myself. I'm not pissed, bro. My chat loves to fucking spread misinformation. It's my bot.
Very, very, very
Yeah. Okay, Lucy. You play Widow primarily, right? What's your somebody said you second Hela and Phoenix? We can run Widow off rip, but they're gonna run like triple support slop comps. I'm just letting you know. Oh my god, please purple. Okay, I apologize if it was rude, Zaza. Wrong point.
See, he did nothing wrong. He even showed a clip on draft day. He never doubled down and said, "Oh, you're trash, you're garbage." He backed out and said, "I apologize. You run Widow, okay. You can run Widow. We'll run Widow at the start. It's nothing wrong with that." And then she even says right here, "I can also run Punisher and Hawkeye, which are also two different DPS that you could be running." But for some reason, you have a hate on this guy. What's up with that? Like, if I was Kingsman, bro, I would be so mad. I would actually be livid. I would actually be livid. Knowing that I would have to bring these old clips back to life to keep my name out of these niggas' mouths. So I can prove myself that I'm innocent. That I can possibly prove to the other people that I'm innocent. She said that she was not pissed at all. And on top of that, she joined the call with this man. He backed out and said that he apologized. Said it was no issue. Oh, you were on Widow? Okay, let's see how it, we'll try to run that at the start. And if there's other side characters that you also run, that's fine too. But it clearly I can also run Punisher and Hawkeye. What is the problem? He did nothing wrong. Nothing.
Also punted Hawkeye. Oh wait, you Punisher? How good is your Punisher? I can't dive Punisher. I wouldn't add.
That's fine. I play Widow every game, but we'll force it. And we'll force it. But if I can see we are struggling, I'll play Hello Phoenix. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you do that? If you could say this on draft day and not do it on the actual day of the tournament, then don't say it at all. Because you're just lying. You're just lying. If I see we are struggling, that we are struggling, I will play Hello Phoenix. That's all he said. The only thing that I think he did wrong was how he could have said things. He could have said things better. He could have said things better. That's all I have to say. He could have said, "Oh, can you swap better?" Like when it comes to comp games, I feel like negativity does bring it down to a degree. But like if a person is going negative, I feel like if you play all these different characters, and still decide to be one character, you're going to lose.
You to dive Punisher.
I don't know why, but it seems like this pick and roll guy is either really biased or he's a little bit slow. Maybe he's got some resentment towards Kingsman because he's become internet famous, but he tried saying that Kingsman didn't even try to talk it out with his teammates normally and just automatically got heated and rude, which is not what happened because as Kingsman would show us, on the draft day before the tournament even started, he would talk with Zazastacks to see what characters she could play. So they clearly spoke about it before the tournament even started, and she said she can play other characters, which now makes it even clearer why Kingsman got so upset mid-tournament, as she won't switch off Widow even though she said she can play other characters.
Well, like, fundamentally, at a competitive level, I completely understand Kingsman, by the way. Like, I get what he's saying.
I get Kingsman too. Like,
yeah,
I want to win the money.
I think everybody understands what he's saying, but the way he's fucking doing it is just wrong. Like, it's just fucking incorrect, by the way. Like,
this is the only thing that I'm gonna agree with him probably in this video. The way that he said it was wrong. I'll agree with him on that too. Other than that, I don't like this nigga. I don't.
it's just terrible. This is just not how you go about what you was doing at fucking all. That is just not how you do it, bro. Like, nobody communicates with their team like this. By joining up and the first thing you say is, yeah, she's a weak link, get rid of her.
I think
yeah, we should definitely start practicing, especially with Zaza, because I feel like she might be our weak point. I'm not.
Even Lucy said that she would. Even Lucy said that she would be the weak point, the weak link. Kingsman didn't even say that out of his mouth. This is spreading information, like Kingsman said. It's what happens with Drum. People are gonna lie on your name. What?
I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, no shade. It's just like somebody with high ping. I mean, you did say that she does play on it.
Exactly. Her team, like his teammates, literally came after him for no reason.
Also, chat. All right, let me get this through. By the way, it's a 40 grand prize pool, but if you win, you're only getting 3K. Like, sure, like that's a lot of money for some people. But Kingsman, he makes a good sum, bro. He has good average.
You don't know how much this man makes. Did he ever say how much he made? Unless if the person you were saying actually says how much they make, you should just shut the fuck up. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You never know what somebody's going through. That could be a lot of money to somebody. You don't know what someone's actually going through. To be awarded 3K for playing the best that you can It don't matter how big or small the money pool is. It doesn't matter.
He makes good money, right?
Once again, this pick and roll guy is really just spreading misinformation. He says Kingsman called Zaza the weakling, when in reality it was just Luciasa, which is hilarious because throughout this whole situation, Kingsman never personally insulted anyone, whereas the girls on his team were bullying him the whole time. All because he asked Zaza to stop playing Widow in a competitive tournament. Then after this, Pick and Roll's friend, who is in a call with him, tries saying that, well, the tournament prize pool isn't even $40,000. Or, well, the prize pool is $40,000, but the winners don't get it all. I think it was like 20k for first place, 15k for second, and then like third,
See what? 18K, 8K, third and fourth get 4K, fifth and sixth got 1,800, and last place is 1,200.
fourth and fifth get the rest. But of course, whatever the team wins, it's split between like 6 players on your team, right? But overall, the winning players on the winning team get $3,000 each, which is still a ton of money. But as this dude in the clip would try to say, Kingsman is balling anyways, so $3,000 is nothing to him, which is absolutely ridiculous. Even if you make a lot of money, $3,000 is still a ton of money. And I find it hilarious that this dude tries to say, oh, it's nothing to Kingsman. Like, what? That's only 3k.
Like when I made 3K, bro, I was happy. Look, no, like I was in this program, you know. I'm learning about different things and I'm making money off it. Simple process. Easy 3K. Easy. Easy money. This is basically what this tournament is if you put in hard work. Free money. Who doesn't like free money?
Bro, and for someone like Kingsman, that's not crazy money. Bro's talking like he's Kingsman's accountant. The world is whack today. People play in tournaments to lose, 3k is not a lot of money, extra cash like that would make a big difference in my home. Bro, like $3,000 is a lot of money, and I can't believe these dudes try to actually sit here and say it isn't. Absolute insanity.
Case and point proven.
Look at this. Cece's almost going 5-5. Angela's doing pretty decent. Supports. Like supports 6-3, 3-5. Zazastacks 0-5. She's done no damage the entire game. It's entire first half of the game. It's terrible.
Right now. Do you understand?
No, it's well, you've been making
Yes,
me feel like shit.
it
Of course I'm gonna
How
play
do you not
Spider
see the
with her.
problem right now?
Okay.
How?
Yeah.
But like, what is it?
Right.
You're winning, bro.
Competitive.
That's
the thing.
Well,
Competitive
then ask-
aspect.
then ask
He is
Kingsman, like,
right.
shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah. Sure.
Right. Competitive aspect. Right, chat. He's correct. Widow is not going to work into every comp. It is going to be very difficult to play around. However,
Exactly. Yes.
he just won the round.
It's like I get
Wow.
it.
Because the Kingsman. Not because it's Zazastacks. Kingsman. They went around because of Kingsman. That's why.
Caring. He just won
But
the round.
like,
by
he's
caring.
18-2. Like, I'm not.
Like-
I'd be like, I'm doing this shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, like-
you gotta understand. You're against the rank one.
Why-
venom,
like
you're
you
against
can't
City,
bash. You cannot bash Zaza for this, bro. You're not in a ranked lobby.
Oh.
Chat. This is not a ranked lobby. That is not a random teammate in ranked where they're like, oh, I'm not gonna swap Widow. Fuck you.
Because I'm not swapping up with Black Twitter.
And you're just sitting there like, oh, I have this shit to throw on my team, right? Zaza's a part of your fucking team. You have to act.
Who's done the most for the team? One DPS. If the other DPS is lacking, you swap off of Black Widow and go to Hello, Phoenix, or Punisher or Hawkeye. The 4 characters that you said could have been other side options. And you said, if I feel like we are struggling as a team, then I'll swap to Hello or Phoenix. Just do that. Stop crying. Don't call your boyfriend to make a fake document out for anyone to get him kicked out. Just for you guys to be seven, just for you guys to be 7 losses and 1 win, 1-7.
Act like it no matter what, bro.
11-1, 11-3.
Like, you have to act like it no matter what, bro. Like, you got invited to this tournament, bro. This is not your tourney. Like, it does not matter. I can't lie.
You see, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because
True, facts.
Like,
Facts.
that means four of their util, 4 of their resources.
Holy shit, I don't care. Right? Why are you shitting on her instead of gassing yourself? Exactly, bro. Just be like, I'm the fucking king. Just be like, I might be the king.
I'm the fucking goat.
Just be like, I might be the king. Look, even his chat is literally saying, Kingsman, stop, bro. You don't crash out on them, bro. They're saying, Kingsman, stop. Because this is not how you treat your teammates in a tournament, bro.
No, I agree. I agree with them. For like, you shouldn't treat any teammate the way that he did, but how he was just trying. He could have said it better, yes. But if somebody's 0-5, I need you to switch. Otherwise, you're just throwing the game. Like,
This is just not how you treat them. Can't do that.
So in this clip here, Kingsman ended up winning the round. However, Zaza ended up going 0-5, so like any logical person, he would say, hey Zaza, you're not playing well as Black Widow, it proves my point, can you swap over now? But nope. And Picknroll tries to say, this isn't a ranked game where they're saying they're not swapping from Black Widow, when that is literally what Zaza said. Kingsman would hilariously play a slowed down clip of her saying, I'm not swapping over Black Widow, so yeah. And Picknroll would read out a viewer's chat saying, why is he complaining about Zaza? You just won the round, gas yourself up. But I bet if Kingsman started going, oh yeah, I'm the GOAT, I'm the best, everyone would use it against him and start saying he's got a massive ego.
About that, and we're still gonna play with it. I
Zaza, did you upvote everyone except
There's a workaround.
Spider-Man.
Here's my Chronicle Online, bro. No, he's just competitive, bro. Like, we get that. We know that. This is not how you treat.
Play Loki Mantis Gambit?
No,
This is just not how you. This is just not how you act, bro. Like, I don't know.
So I'm showing you guys this clip here because everyone clowned him for this, because as you can tell, he wanted to say, this is not how you treat women. But he didn't end up saying it because he didn't want to look like a simp. And it's not only me thinking this, you can check the comments of his video. He wanted to say, that's
that he wanted to say, that's not how you treat the ladies. You're now known as a simp, buddy.
not how you treat the ladies so bad. A lady getting disrespected? Not on my watch, And even if he did say that's not how you treat a woman or ladies, how does that argument even work here? Telling a teammate to swap characters in a competitive tournament with $40,000 on the line isn't disrespecting women. It's called trying to win. Gender has literally nothing to do with it. If it was a guy going 0-5 on 200 ping, the exact same criticism would apply, probably even harsher, like that guy would get cooked. But Picknroll is framing basic competitive feedback as misogyny and trying to make it some moral crisis that it isn't. And guys, don't worry, we're moving on from this Picknroll guy very soon, and thank God, because my brain is genuinely melting from listening him speak. Like, I don't want to be rude, you know, I'm not trying to spread hate, but just like this guy said in the comments of
Picknroll sees the problem, acknowledges the problem, puts blame entirely on Kingsman.
Kingsman's video, Picknroll sees the problem.
Playing against naked team. This is their team. The only difference is one support player, bro. We won. Shut up now, bro. Like, I'm tired of it. This is fucking getting annoying. You're making Zaza sad. Like, it's not gonna happen. She's gonna play Black Widow. So just shut up for 2 seconds and just play this goddamn.
He clearly hears the backlash that he clearly hears the captain talking shit and just blames King.
I don't get it.
W team captain. W team captain.
Yeah, you're glazing for no reward. Like you're literally sucking the shit out of her penis right now. You gotta pop it out. Just pop it out.
WC, no,
You're concerned about their dive.
I mean, to be fair, he has been complaining for the past fucking 2 hours.
and they've been winning, and they've been fucking winning, and they've been winning. I mean, bruh.
Because of Kingsman.
I mean, dude.
Because Kingsman's really what Kingsman's doing in most of these clips is going for the sport. That's a that's how they're winning. Their quote unquote winning is from the person going after their supports.
Yeah.
I don't think she. I don't think he should have scolded him like that, but
Exactly.
Grown ass man, you need to wake up. Grown ass man.
Grown ass men dick eating to the point of no return. Grown ass men glazing, even though the problem was clearly right there from literally their captain, who isn't even playing DPS. They're playing support. Captain playing support. The captain of the team is playing support. If I was Kingsman going 18-2, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. I don't care. Nah, I would be talking my shit if I'm going 18-2.
That's some respect.
No, we're all dead.
besides rage ring, and that's the only time he speaks.
I'm sorry, is that it? Is Cece your duo, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
My
about.
friends are
I don't know
dropping.
about like she's gonna play Black Widow. Like shut up about it. Just competitive. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I just
There's
think
nothing wrong with it.
just be like, yo, Zaza, what else do you play? Because here's the thing,
I
right?
didn't get hit by damage.
The first thing that
Just walk hard.
the
Just
first thing
walk
that I
hard.
did when I have teammates that
I crossed the line of professionalism. How?
That's true.
It's competitive
Okay.
hero shooter. People.
which is like kind of true. Like he was kind of that. Like I was saying, being kind of passive aggressive.
They yell at each other, insulting anybody. I am not telling anybody on my chat to attack them.
Yeah,
Look
no,
at the
they
chat,
even
you can
so
see
they
all the
even like
messages.
hit me, and I wasn't even doing much. Like they like getting you kicked out
That's
the
I
tournament.
think
So when Cece is cooking Kingsman mid-tournament, he praises her, saying W team captain, even though she was being straight up aggressive towards Kingsman. But then when we flip the roles and Kingsman tells Zaza to switch characters, that's not okay. Like what? Like I'm genuinely baffled. This pick
I really hate now that really the double standards in the society have gotten this bad to the point where if you're a man and you mess up once, your career could be over. And I'm being serious. Like you mess up once as an adult male, your life is over.
and rolls guy is not making much sense. And he tried saying Kingsman was being passive aggressive, but the girls on his team were just straight up aggressive towards him, telling him to shut the F up and calling him a loser. Yet once again, according to this pick and rolls guy, Kingsman is in the wrong here. And as this guy said in Kingsman comments, I never knew who pick and roll was until this. He made a strong negative first impression with me, what a loser. Again, I don't want to be rude, mean or insulting of course, this is just silly internet drama. But like anything he says is just completely wrong, or he's completely contradicting himself. Now unfortunately we're not done with pick and roll yet, as he made his own response to this, which we're going to quickly go over. So he posted a video to his channel, Kingsman265 is lying to you, where in the thumbnail he would also call him a liar. And of course before we delve into the video, let's look at the dislike counter and read some comments. I love this part. Alright, so we got
Oh my gosh. No, no. The fact that it's even cool. That's not even close. But that's like CC's response video. That that high pitched CC response video.
500 likes and 2,000 dislikes. Yikes. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna dislike. I'm not trying to spread negativity. Holy career suicide. He packed you up so hard you got your dumb R reading a script. Yeah, people think he's reading a script because he's not even looking at the
He picked it as that you read a script. You don't even have the balls to say it without a script.
camera. He's looking at his monitor the entire time. All this for some EPA. Same guy who said Zaza doing
All of this for some people that you're not getting at all. Like
and 5 did a lot of impact. If 3k is a small amount, please donate it. Weaponize his platform? Kingsman is not the Taliban. Wait, bro is literally a ChatGPT script the whole.
That's what I was saying. I told you I knew this was a chat GBT ass response. If you don't have the balls, to make an actual script for you, if you don't have the balls to make your own script or your own evidence to support your claims or your opinions, don't make the video at all. But it's all for the money, right? It's all for the money.
Video, they're not gonna let you hit, bro.
No. Before we continue the video, let's let's look at it. Let's look at this one. Uh, yeah.
So I just
Same guy who said Zaza doing over 5 did a lot of Cece and Zaza definitely promised to match this book profiles whatever like he supported that. Holy bro cooked his own career. Zaza the lady. Jarvis showed me the like the dislike ratio. GPT generate me a script to respond. Oh man. Bro, just random shit let you do. Oh my god. Bro really brought up sexism. What is simp?
Bro really brought up sexism, LMFAO, what a simp. Honestly guys, I could read these videos for a whole hour, but of course,
Wrap it
we've
up,
got to
brother.
move on.
So I just got done watching Kingsman's response video in which he claims myself and other creators have been doing nothing but clout farming, drama farming, and most importantly, hate farming him since his big situation with the Marvel Rivals tournament. The main content of this video is just going over
The fact that you don't even have the balls to say this without a script is crazy. Like, you're running, like, this the definition of me of a hypocrite or a fanboy. Because I'm not gonna lie, you run the same character as him. You run the same character as him too. You a fanboy. It's okay. He's one of those under the radar fanboys. As soon as he's off his Twitch, he's off YouTube. I'm telling you, he watches Kingsman's videos, bro. I'm telling you.
my VOD in which I originally cover the situation live on stream. However, he does so extremely dishonorably, cutting out very key clips from my VOD that show my true opinions. He also adds edits that are blatant lies in order to make me look even worse. This is because his main intention is to weaponize his platform and get as many people as he can.
Honestly, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this man. So
I don't want him to have to suffer because of this. I go into Picknroll stream, by the way, and he's like LARPing or something like that. I like said some crazy shit, like insane
Well,
shit.
yeah, that's what I was like. Oh,
That's
by everyone.
exactly, bro. I'm telling you, that's where it originated. It's Picknroll.
So, after seeing this clip, I decide to privately DM him. One of his favorite lies to tell on stream is that if you ever have a problem with him, to avoid drama farming, just message him privately.
I always try and be as genuine as possible. There's other issues I've had with other people. We work them out in DMs all the time. Like, it's just this.
However, in his video, he briefly flashed our DMs on screen and didn't even read over any of them. So I will be doing that in this video. So I messaged Kingsman.
Yo, why am I now seeing a clip of you saying Picknroll originated that I said some insane shit? I spoke on it once and said you were rude, but it's a competitive tournament. No LARP included because it's a serious situation. Telling you, no LARP, bro. You should have. I'm not gonna do it. You were hard LARPing when I turned your stream off. Fuck even laughing, no. Did you watch 2 seconds? Cause I legit empathize with you. Then said where you were wrong, similar to your conversation with Inte. In no way did I originate trying to hate farm you. Why would I do that? Yeah, of course.
Asking him to explain the clip because I was very confused as to why he thought I was hate farming him. I told him, no LARP, it's a serious situation, which pretty much means I'm not kidding. Obviously, if I were trying to drama farm, I would have immediately jumped on this opportunity to make a video seeing he was blowing up and all. But instead, I messaged him privately because this is a relationship I care about maintaining. His response is, bro, you were hard LARPing when I turned your stream on, fuck you mean, with a crying emoji. Which pretty much tells me he's not—
With a crying emoji. This is a laughing emoji. Is he dumb? He doesn't know the difference. Bro is subbing so hard, he doesn't know what a laughing emoji and a crying emoji is, bro.
taking this seriously at all, even though this is a conversation in private. So I ask him, did you watch like 2 seconds? I legit empathize with you and trying that. So there's that for anyone trying to say that I'm drama farming or I just wanted to make a video. I tried to resolve it in—
And he's already doing the classic influencer defense combo. I'm being hate farmed, clout farmed, drama farmed, targeted, oppressed, and I'm the one bravely standing against a big, evil content creator. Yeah, bro, you could have just apologized and moved on. The funny part is he keeps saying Kingsman is weaponizing his platform whilst simultaneously uploading a response video doing the exact same thing. Like, what? And the whole DM section doesn't make much sense to me. Picknroll says I didn't drama farm, I messaged him privately, which, okay, except when Kingsman responded casually, Picknroll immediately tries to frame it as disrespect and arrogance. So guys, apparently if Kingsman doesn't type a 3-paragraph apology essay, it means he doesn't care and thinks he's above it all. And for me, the biggest red flag is he keeps saying Kingsman refuses to take accountability, while never once clearly stating what Kingsman should be accountable for. It's just vague accusations with buzzwords.
The next lie I want to go over and disprove is the text and editing in his response video that just—
Like I don't like people like this, bro. Who would just jump on the bandwagon of somebody else or jump on the little lie train with everybody else. Like, this is like he's literally being a follower. He's not even being a leader, not taking accountability for his actions. Like, this is kind of pathetic, bro.
like is an attempt to make me look terrible while I'm going over the situation. Realize this tournament is content first, competitive second, right? You are competitive for the sake of content, all right? He puts $40,000 tournament, by the way, on screen here to make me look privileged and that I don't care about $40,000 and that I'm just telling him to play for content instead. That is not the case.
But then you and your homeboy in that little stream or whatever said that, oh, Kingsman makes a lot of money anyway, so this 3K doesn't matter. Aren't you the same guys who said that? Come on now.
The most you can win from this tournament is $3,000, which is significantly less than $40,000. I would not be saying to play for content if the most you can win from this tournament was the entire prize pool. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, here is the official prize pool from the tournament. All of these amounts are split between 6 people. And since there are only 8 teams, last place is guaranteed to walk away with $1,200 for your team. This incentivizes content because even if your team does the worst in the tournament, you walk away with some money. And since Kingsman also framed his video to make it look like I thought he didn't need the money, here's a clip disproving that. Our supports were filling.
That's what I'm saying. He's winning like 3K, bro. And for somebody like Kingsman, that's like crazy money.
I got Spidey on.
Dude, I just hear Simmy just
See, that's not crazy, man.
going around the
I mean,
map.
I don't want to assume his revenue or his needs
I
or
don't want to
whatever,
assume his
bro.
revenue
Yeah,
either, but
I don't think
he has good.
we
if it's anything like
can't
mine,
know, bro. There's legitimately no way
Let
to
me
know
know
how
when
much
you're
3K
gonna
means
set
to
up
him.
the
Like, it's like you're trying to perceive yourself as this good person when all in all you're just really a dickhead. Just wanna jump on the follower train of everybody else hating. Really. That seems like the type of person you are. Eh, it's my community, man. The black community.
There's actually that. Here is another edit from Kingsman's video that is again a complete lie. You low-key just have to you have to play that, bro. Like that's your teammate, bro. If you try to play around it, which they did, mind you, they found a perfect combo with Dark Child Projectile and Zaza's ultimate that literally burst through support ults, but he says never happened, by the way. Essentially making me look like a liar and that they've never played around.
I know. I don't think he was saying that in that type of way. I think he was saying, right, that I think he's saying never happened, by the way, as in general, like overall, or just in general, like they didn't get through that. And it shows that they were 1-7.
Widow and that they've never done the ultimate combo that I'm talking about. The day before this original clip was taken, my team for the tournament scrimmed a best of 3 series against Kingsman's team. Proof that they can play around Widow is the fact.
And also, another thing, right? The MVP and SPP thing and my rivals, I think that's still bugged sometimes, because like sometimes it's bug. I feel like it's bugged, and then sometimes it's fine. Because sometimes you could be having 3 medals and also a decent record, and then a teammate on your team could have just 1 medal and possibly be MVP. For example, right? Pick a rate. 30-5, 11 final hits, whatever, right? Right. Then 23-8, because he has 1 medal, gets MVP. Make that make sense. And then also, this just shows who's a better Magic player. Doesn't even come close. And I'm not saying in terms of damage, just saying in terms of accuracy. In terms who's actually a pretty good player. Who's And I think this guy's pretty decent. 30-5, that's good.
Fact that she got MVP every single game.
She shouldn't have gotten MVP here. It clearly is rigged. I've always said this before, but the MVP the MVP award thing is rigged. It just shows 34-9 with most damage in game and 3 kills with 19 final hits and 34k damage. Because she got 1 more final hit, she's MVP. It makes no sense.
For their team. Not only that, here is a clip of the Widow and Magic ultimate.
And then on top of that, 19-14 because she had more final. Kingsman's doing better doing the best on his team every round and not getting SVP. He's getting screwed over. I'm not gonna lie. The game, in terms of the MVP, SVP, that thing is screwed, bro. I don't believe it, bro. But because 14 final hits, they get an SVP.
Combo that I was talking about being used by them. For people that didn't understand the clip, my rocket, who is dead in front of me, used his support ultimate. However, Kingsman and Zaza both popped their ults right on top of my rocket, which is a combo that allowed them to kill even though my rocket...
Okay, so let's get this straight. Because of one combo, did it win them any other games? Did it? No.
Used his support ult. Therefore, what I said in the clip did in fact happen, and Kingsman just lied about it.
First, let's talk about the $40,000 thing. He keeps saying Kingsman edited the number on screen to make it look like Picknroll doesn't care about the money and is telling him to just play for content. But this whole defense is pretty weak from the jump. Whether the individual payout is $3,000 or $40,000, it literally does not matter. The tournament is still funded, structured, and marketed around money. So just because you don't get the whole amount and you get a slice instead, doesn't mean it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know, but to me, he's trying to make it seem like just because the prize pool is smaller and split, the tournament is suddenly non-competitive and is for content. I don't really get it. And his argument about guaranteed money makes things worse. Saying last place still gets paid so it incentivizes content doesn't magically remove the competitive aspect. It just means the tournament was designed to keep creators engaged. Like, I don't get it. Just because everyone gets a bit of money doesn't mean you're not allowed to try win it. Then he tries to say that when he played against Kingsman, Zazastacks actually played well and was MVP, which is great and all. She's probably a decent player on her day, but when she starts going 0-5, I think that's valid grounds for wanting her to switch, right? He would then say how Kingsman was wrong about the "this never happened" by
She's already dating someone else, little bro. She's not gonna let you
the way, and that they did in fact use their ult combo to kill him. I'm not a Marvel Rivals player, so I don't understand this fully.
So, what I can see here from this little POV is whenever Black Widow whenever Black Widow uses her ult, it slows down whoever, and then they're basically slowed for a short period of time before they can move again, like in normal pace. And then Kingsman just came in with the kill. That's really it.
But from what it seems like, Kingsman was potentially wrong here. Like, fair enough, I'll give him this one. But still, just because they had one good play doesn't mean much. Hitting a single ult combo or whatever that stuff is one time doesn't suddenly mean the team was consistently playing well with Widow. Like, anyone can clip one moment where things work, but that doesn't erase the rest of the matches where it clearly wasn't working. He's just nitpicking one moment to avoid addressing the actual criticism, which is that the team as a whole was struggling and the strategy clearly sucked because someone was playing Black Widow on 200 ping going 0-5. Like, I'm just constantly repeating myself because none of these guys that are against Kingsman and are supporting the girls want to address the actual problem. They want to talk about all the tiny little issues surrounding the entire situation, but not address the actual big problem, which is Zazastacks going 0-5 on 200 ping.
What I want to talk about is an interaction that happened in one of the more recent Marvel Rivals tournaments called the Boker Bash. This is a tournament in which pro players were placed on the same team as content.
The fact that you have a chat GPT response and also have the nerve to bring another tournament into it, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want this channel to get banned or taken off, so I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I don't like I don't like this person, bro. No hate, no hate. I just don't like the way that you're acting towards this situation and your response video, which also has more dislikes than likes.
Creators. Here is a clip of how Kingsman acted towards Tara, a pro player and streamer who is arguably one of the best DPS players to ever touch this game.
Yo, like,
am I like going insane?
This is a completely different fucking comp than what they were playing against yesterday.
But the game plan remains the same, though.
No, it does. Yes. If they're sitting right here and just sitting on every off angle,
They have one diver.
That doesn't matter if they have one diver. They have so much stuff that they can follow up on that we can't mark. Unless we walk up.
This guy's
Look
lost.
where Moxie's playing. Can anyone?
Since Terra is VOD.
So basically, he's trying to bring up another point where it has nothing to do with the fact that Kingsman is a liar. I don't get it.
Reviewing, trying to help Kingsman understand the game. Kingsman mutes up and says he's lost in front of thousands of viewers. And here is what was said about how Kingsman treated the rest of the pro players on his team.
How'd you feel about Kingsman saying you don't know anything, you're lost?
I mean, just delusional. Like,
no, like he's Kingsman though. He's the king. He's always correct, bro.
I mean, I would have like no problem with it, but like, he just didn't listen to a single person on our team. Like, he didn't listen to Crimzo, didn't listen to Kurova, didn't listen to a single person.
Now, this one clip obviously can't prove that he's an egomaniac. But for anyone that's been in a lobby with Kingsman, you have 100% had a similar interaction. After a loss, Kingsman will sit in a replay for hours, telling you about all your mistakes. He rarely ever blames himself, and saying he doesn't have an ego is crazy.
So here he's trying to make Kingsman look bad by saying he's a terrible human being for calling this other competitive player Terra lost, which isn't even that serious, it's just a dumb little jab. And Picknroll would even play Terra's clip where it didn't seem like he was that bothered at all. But even so, let's say Kingsman is in the wrong here, he shouldn't have said that, and Terra was unhappy with him. This is not Picknroll's problem. This situation between Kingsman and Terra. For me, the real question is, why is Picknroll using his response video as an attempt to defame Kingsman and make him seem like a bad person? Like what? Just respond to what Kingsman said about you and your issues with him. Why drag in other people into it and make Kingsman seem like a bad character? If we read Picknroll's YouTube bio, it says, trying to make people laugh and spread positivity through my gaming videos. Yet here, he's spreading negativity by trying to make Kingsman look bad. Like,
which is the definition of basically a hypocrite.
Okay, bro.
This is the most important part of this video. I will now be giving my take on the Bosm tournament situation that happened between Kingsman and his team, because there was obviously some misinterpretation from when I initially went over it. Cece, Zaza, and Lucy are at fault for responding to Kingsman the way they did. He was clearly trying to win, they should have been more willing to swap and try new things. However, Kingsman also held some fault. He is not exempt from.
No, I'm not gonna lie with you boys. I'm really gonna skip whatever this guy has to say because it's not genuine. It's all for views or whatever.
He exposes the entire problem. He starts it by saying this is the most important part of the video, and then gives the most fence-sitting take imaginable. Yes, he finally admits Cece, Zaza, and Lucy were in the wrong about how they spoke to Kingsman. Cool, but that is the part that is obvious and everyone already agrees on. But then he immediately pivots to the classic, Kingsman also isn't exempt from blame, without ever explaining clearly what the blame actually is. And then he tries to say it's a content creator tournament, playing in it is a privilege, which is stupid. You don't get to tell someone who's grinding to win real money that they should mentally treat it like a branded deal. Like, this framing only exists to excuse the girl refusing to swap and underperforming. If this was some dude, everyone would be cooking him and telling him to grow up. But because it's some cute e-girls, everyone wants to simp and find excuses for them. And then he says, I understand he needed the money, I understand how competitive he is, which directly contradicts the entire earlier argument. If you understand those things, then you understand why Kingsman acted the way he did. You can't acknowledge that and still imply he was somehow wrong for taking the tournament seriously. The victim angle at the end is also pretty pathetic. Suddenly it's, I'm getting hate, I'm getting threats, people treat Kingsman like an angel, and just overall, it just seems like he's trying to victimize himself here. He opened up the video by saying Kingsman is weapon of doing, bro. Overall, this ending thing doesn't clear anything up, it's just Picknroll trying to sound balanced while still refusing to fully admit that the core issue was simple. Kingsman wanted to win, but his team didn't. But anyways, it's safe to say Picknroll's career is officially over. But we're not done yet, as in Kingsman original video, the one that I played at the start of the video, he would address another content creator.
On top of that, you have Mikesaboveu, who's someone I've queued with for months. Before this whole situation happened, he was on my MRC team. He has been my friend for the longest time. We have casual banter with each other all the time, right? All the time. So if something is wrong, he can easily just message me under any of these circumstances. But instead of that, he chooses to instantly make a video the next day after queuing with one game, blatantly profiting and drama farming off of the whole situation, thinking that it's totally okay because he's seen these types of takes. I'm not spewing baseless bullshit here. Let me give you some examples of what he puts in his video in order to farm sympathy and how it looks so much worse when you are a new viewer as opposed to someone who has been on my streams before and you know why I'm saying these things.
Brother, you better get that fucking GED immediately.
No, I got it. Like
you got it already?
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna go to college, bro.
Wait, what? I thought you were going full-time streaming.
Now this is in reference to the video that he made recently where he quit high school in order to go time with streaming. And you can see how he's literally laughing and we are joking around about the fact. Because prior to this, I rated him before and I've rated him multiple times. And one of the times I rated him, he went on a 2 to 3 hour tirade on how streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. And any
It's harder than a 9 to 5. Something that I'll never believe. The only real good take that I can hear from a reason why streaming is harder, I guess getting starting from the ground up, I guess, where it starts to get into a problem. But other than that, I don't see streaming as harder than 9 to 5.
engineering job you would have. Mechanical engineering, civil, electrical, obviously. So we're clearly joking around about that moment. And although the VOD is deleted because it was a while ago, like I said, we've known each other forever, I still have the image of me sending him a random thermodynamics problem, unedited, which why the fuck would I do that unless it clearly happened, obviously. So we're clearly joking around, which leads to me then calling him a dropout because he is.
Nah, I'm gonna go to college. You know, I'm gonna become oh fuck, what did you do? I was gonna make a joke, but I forgot it, bro. I'm sorry. Don't you do like an engineer, thermal engineer?
Brother, you are not becoming a mechanical engineer.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Mike, you think streaming is harder than a 9 to 5?
That's cap.
That's cap? Whoa. No.
No, where's your proof?
The chatters can back me up 800,000%.
No, I never said that. I never said that. On our Spider-Man life.
So this Mikesaboveu dude would drop an entire video about his toxic experience playing with Kingsman, which from what I've heard so far is extremely weird. Apparently him and Kingsman have been friends for a long time, so for him to turn on him and drop an entire video exposing him, defaming him, it's pretty weird. And as usual guys, we gotta check the dislike to like ratio and read the comments. Whoa, so this one's actually kind of impressive. He's got 3.3 likes, but also 3.4k dislikes. So at least we got more dislikes than likes, right? Again, I'm not trying to spread hate. I'm just reacting to this information. How to ruin your image speedrun, snake in the grass trying to slither past, dropped out of high school for this and already ruined.
What you call your homie? What you call your homie?
Yeah, kinda sad to see Kingsman got a bunch of fake friends around him. First Luciasa, now you. How are you trying to paint him as a villain when it's just banter, be so for real? And Kingsman will drop his own massive response here.
The way you absolutely drama farm the shit out of this disgusting. You better. I've known you for months and I can't even joke around with you. Not only that, but immediately refusing to settle this in private. Ignoring my DMs and making a video the day after is just nasty behavior, especially considering what is happening to me right now. I really expected better because you know that the new people coming to the stream don't know we've been queuing together for months. While you are using every single thing I said to farm sympathy points, with none of the context of those things. For example, me calling you a high school dropout is not a mechanic and not a mechanical engineer, but because you went on a 2 to 3 hour rant or whatever about how streaming is harder than 9 to 5. When I rated you and I sent you a problem in DMs, you were like, "Oh, this is easy," while laughing about it on stream and ChatGPT me answer. Like I said, we were just messing around. But now that this whole drama happened, I can't even play with anyone anymore without some random story being created. Hell, even the scroll up thing is the exact same thing you have done to me and other people before. When I would lose a lot of games, I'd always cue a few leading to people saying all roads lead to Mike because we queue like all the time. Now I play one game with you, and you're so quick to completely change your entire personality in that short time span. Insane, man. Absolute backstab. What a joke.
And you can read it if you want, but Kingsman like addresses it in his own video, which I'm going to play now. So I'm not even going to like bother reading this entire paragraph out. But as
the craziest thing is too, if we go where is it at? He doubled down. He doubled down right here. It said Kingsman was never my friend. He doubled down and said we were never friends. We weren't none. Dang, man, that's gotta be raw. To your previous homeboy, your homeboy and your homegirl betray you, bro. And then you just gotta deal with all this backlash too and all the hate. Crazy word. Hey, he's still cooking up.
you can see from the ending here, insane man, absolute backstab, what a joke.
You don't remember that one time when I joined a call with you on stream and I showed you a thermodynamics homework problem and you had to chat GPT it 7 times and it gave you the wrong answer?
Look at this. In his own editing, he puts question marks as if this is something that didn't actually happen. He is literally actively framing this as if I am using some unwarranted random thing that I made up in my mind to his viewers because he knows they do not know the context of the previous streams. It's insane, making it look like I'm actually bullying him for dropping out of high school.
That never happened, actually. I mean, that might happen in like your dreams type shit, but that is not real life.
Yeah, you're not getting that one, buddy.
Yo, guys, we all losing this game.
Mike, I'm not gonna queue with you after this game.
Okay, I will play heals if somebody else goes heals. That's the only way I'll play heals.
Mike, we had another healer. You just switched. Dude, no wonder you're losing so many games. Hello?
Bro, I lost because of Lucky's heal.
Alright, bro.
Okay, I
Unfortunate,
top 10 to GM because of Lucky's heal, by the way. God, I'm fucking support, bitch. GG, what does it come to, guys?
Support. I know the whole thing surrounding your college. What's your major?
Mechanical engineer.
Okay.
Yeah, we're mechanical engineers, yeah.
Yeah, not this guy. He's a dropout, high school dropout.
What year are you?
No.
Yeah, not this guy. He's a dropout, high school dropout.
Again, without the context, he's literally replaying it to actively make it look like I'm saying some absurd thing right now that is completely disrespecting him when he is falsely claiming to be a mechanical engineer. Then another point with the thing alt. We are in a 4-4 overtime.
Yeah, just clobber on point. I'm ready, Mike. I'm ready.
Everybody.
No one. You got nobody. And they get amp and we lost. Bro, how did you get nobody? What?
Bro, what do you mean? I ulted right now. I ulted 3 people. We lose no matter what. They have Rocket-O, bro. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, let's be FFR. Let's be so free.
And he's actively false calming while literally saying to his own chat that he is not trying or doesn't care. Which is cut out, by the way, because of course it is. His own chat is literally calling him out on it after he does this. And he's literally smiling the whole time while giggling and laughing about the situation. I left my own comment on overnight because number 1, would not respond to my messages. Number 2, immediately started shit-talking me on stream and made up a bunch of bullshit, which you can go look at his VOD if it's not deleted by now. And number 3, just making up false narratives. Either way, this whole thing just shows me people's maturity and that I need to be more careful after the given situation.
All I have to say is Watch who you call your homie. Alright, that's pretty much the ending of this video. Let me guys know what you think in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoy that long reaction. Alright, God bless.